Okay, hello everybody. Let's see if I can pull this sucker up. Going to be short because I'm doing it's going to be a 2 o'clock Google Meet. Okay, so this is what so this is going to be short, and we'll try to do some more of the Google Meet. But this is what I would say to you based on what I'm seeing so far on DBQs turned in. Contextualization, that's your first three sentences of your DBQ. Remember to connect it to the thesis. So in other words, I had some people doing imperialism, right? But so they did like the Civil War for contextualization, but there's no direct connection from the Civil War to imperialism. Lincoln didn't say, hey, we beat the South, so now let's take over other countries. It's got to be something that happened within, maybe the 50 years before the topic, but it needs to be connected. It can't be just something random. It can't be, hey, George Washington crossed the Delaware, so in 1898 we fought the Spanish-American War. There's no causation there. There's no connection. So in the imperialism case, probably the best contextualization was the Gilded Age. Two good contextualizations you could do. You could either do Manifest Destiny, right? And Manifest Destiny had kind of been completed really in the Gilded Age when, not just we went from sea to shining sea, but also defeated the Plains Indians. So, Americans are living everywhere, even in the plains. So that's leading, logically, to looking for other places to spread. Or the Gilded Age when, we become an industrial power, we need other places to sell our stuff, to sell our wool, to sell our steel, and so forth. So that's kind of a lead-in to it. There's a logical connection. It's got to be something that connected to it. All right, let me see. The thesis. According to, what's the guy's name? Heimler. He's saying be kind of specific with the thesis. In other words, go social, political, economic, go your categories, but throw in some proper nouns here. All right. In the case of imperialism, if you say there was an economic incentive, you might go ahead and say, for example, trade with China. All right. So you don't go. You still don't expand on it. You expand on it in the body of the essay, but it's good to go ahead and show the person that you kind of know, according to him, specifically how this category applies. Okay. First paragraph. All right. Here's even in a lot of the better essays that I wrote, it just felt like, especially with a short essay that's 5 paragraphs long, you're just jumping right into the document analysis. The sourcing is what Heimler calls it. And you want to make sure you get some argument in there, some reasoning. All right. So if you're saying, let me see. All right, a cause of the Gilded Age a cause of imperialism was influential people. Well, and then that might be a good time to go ahead and talk about Teddy Roosevelt because he wasn't in the documents and say, he really believed in this stuff and explain why he really believed in it, and he felt like the strenuous life was, it made a person and a country stronger. And then you can get into like one of the actual people that are in the documents, the Mahan guy, and his document and analyze his document. But go ahead and establish a line of reasoning so that the reader knows you're making an argument. So in other words, here's what I said to somebody, and I used to say to y'all, it needs to feel like a document, like a long essay, plus some document analysis, right? So, the fact that you're adding documents doesn't need to feel like all of a sudden, I can't remember what the kid's arguing. You want to be very clear in the introduction what you're going to be arguing, and then in every paragraph you're going to have a topic sentence. Let me put that in there. Can I? A topic sentence And that topic sentence, you see how bad a typist. I'm wearing gloves on. I'm trying to be a good citizen here. And topic sentence and. So, your first main point sentence, and then at least a couple of extra sentences kind of establishing the reasoning why you think this. All right? Give reasons for it. Okay? I might send you out, I might pull up. I got to finish this video, but I might pull up, the one I've made. I've already sent it out, but I might pull it back up and look at kind of this structure that I'm going with. Okay, second paragraph. So you'll have a topic sentence. There's a couple of more sentences of reasoning, then the document analysis. All right. Now, in the past, I've said you want to use every document. I don't know about that. You want to use at least two. You want to analyze at least two of them. So do as many as you can, but don't lose the reasoning in it. So you got to use your judgment there. The one I did on Tuesday, I felt like I was in a real hurry when I used every document, all 5 documents. So be careful about that. All right. Then other people, last thing, the third paragraph. Several people said, hey, should I just do 2 reasons? Because Heimler suggested that. But then in his video, he went X, however, A, B. Or his version of that is although X, A, and B. So, if you've got time, I think it's a good idea to go ahead and add a second reason, point B. If you don't, you can cut it off. All right? But, that's something that he suggests. Okay, the conclusion. You're having to think fast, so that conclusion's a good thing to restate that thesis now that you've thought about it more clearly. You remember, you've kind of convinced yourself of it. All right, now that you've had time to think about it. Okay, well, I'm going to stop it right there. Pretty short video. I may pull up the one I did here in a little while and illustrate what I mean by that, and then I'm going to work on a different DBQ. Okay. Let's see, boom.